Alright guys, let's wait for anyone to join. So, I'm currently outside Sandyford Slaughterhouse in Paisley. This is where, if you're not vegan, this is where your victims come to ultimately pay the ultimate price for your, uh, and being exploited to death, really, you know. So, we're going to hang about here for a bit and see if any of the trucks turn up with all the victims on it. So, yeah, anybody there? Yeah, no bother, man. Thanks. So, what we need to really understand here is the only reason these animals are going to be coming in here is because of non-vegans. We need to be vegan in order to end this, what is essentially an atrocity. Uh, these victims are only there because of non-vegans. And if you are vegan, you need to become active. We're the only ones that can truly stand up for the animals. We're the only ones that can truly say we respect the animals. Anyone else who says they respect animals, including vegetarians, pescatarians, all that nonsense, it's just lip service. It doesn't mean anything. Okay? So, we'll see if any more people turn up, and hopefully. Yeah, of course. We absolutely need everybody speaking up for them. Yeah. So, what we'll do is we'll take a wander down to the gate. I think because I'm currently on a junction here, as you can see the junction, and if any trucks come, that's where they'll slow down. So it'd be easier to get a look at your victims. But what I'll do is I'll walk down to the gates and show you, because we can't actually get that close to the slaughterhouse. So yeah, I have to be careful because there's no footpath here. You can't believe this is 21st century UK. In 21st century, we're still doing this nonsense. Yeah, there's absolutely no need for it. The victims need vegans to stand up for them, and they need people to go vegan right now. Yeah. So I don't know if any of you know what happens in the slaughterhouses. Uh, Animals who have been exploited to death their entire life ultimately go in to pay the ultimate price just for some taste. That's all it is, just taste. You can easily get that taste from other things. And it's not even about a message of kindness or compassion or anything, it's simply about respect. We wouldn't treat other humans like this, so we should treat the animals with the same amount of respect. Yeah. So, anyway. So, this slaughterhouse, I think they kill sheep, cows, and I'm going to assume they kill chickens as well. But I know for definite they kill sheep. Also supply like the leather industry and stuff. Yeah. So you can, for a fashion item, somebody's skin is a fashion item. It's disgusting. So, yeah. So here's the slaughterhouse here. Yeah. So that's the slaughterhouse in there. So I think down there, that's like where the butcher's bit is, sort of just down there. That's where the people come to buy their parts of bodies. Yeah, I am vegan, mate. The only reason you can, the only way you can truly stand up for the animals, honestly, is by being vegan. The slaughterhouse here, they tend to kill sheep. I think they probably also kill cows as well. Yeah. How about yourself? Are you a vegan? Hi, Lisa. How are you? So, if you've just joined us, we're currently on a live, standing outside Sandyford Slaughterhouse. We're gonna see if any trucks show up. Yeah. Yeah. You can only. So when we talk about veganism, we're really ultimately talking about respect for the animals, and rejecting the exploitation of other animals. It's nothing else really. We're just talking about not viewing other animals as slaves, as here for us as a product. That includes chickens for eggs, cows for milk, because let's be honest, they'll also end up at a place like this when they can't produce secretions anymore. Yeah. So, how many here are vegan? If you put a 1 in the comments for vegan, a 2 if you're not, if you're open to being vegan, and a 3 if you're just a troll. Nice one, TGG. If you're being vegan, how long have you been vegan for? Not that it really matters, but no, mate. Jazzy. Hi, Sasha. So, vegans eat anything that you can eat. You would just take out the animal products. It's as simple as that. It's so easy. 21st century UK, or if that's where you're from, yeah. It's so easy. You don't even have to be in the UK. Anywhere in the world, you can be vegan. All it means is just taking out the animal products and replacing it with plant products. It's that simple. Which is why it makes it so absurd that we're still doing this. Got all the alternatives. Yeah. So thanks for being here. Yeah. Even the trolls are helping the algorithm, so that's good. Getting this out to more people, so that's good. Yeah. So we're currently standing outside in Paisley, waiting for a truck that might come along at about 9 o'clock-ish, I think. So yeah, until then we'll just chat and can everyone hear me and see me? Yeah, so if so do you think you can truly respect an animal if we're exploiting them for their milk, eggs, flesh, and other selfish purposes? Lewis Mullen. Yeah. Does anyone know what the definition of veganism is? So we're going to show you the victims your victims that are going to turn up. So the victims that are going to go to the slaughterhouse carrying your animals, individuals, I think they might be sheeps. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. Nah, don't wear leather shoes, man. You can get vegan leather shoes. You don't need to wear leather. That's the skin of that's the skin of an individual. Thanks for being here, Lewis. Can, man, look it up. It's why it's so absurd that we're still. You can definitely get what do you call it? Definitely get vegan leather. It's why it's so absurd that we're still using actual animals' skins. It's insane. Hi, Jack. So, anyone here, can you justify why you're not vegan? Good on you, TGG. They look really cool, don't they? Vegan leather, you'd never know it wasn't like it was vegan. It looks so real. So milk and eggs come from the exploitation of milk of cows and chickens. Do you know why a cow produces milk? Ham 7703. Jack. Exactly. Oat milk and tofu eggs are just as good. So a cow produces milk for their baby. A cow has to be artificially inseminated. There's another word for that. Forcibly impregnated in order to produce a baby. And that after about 9 months, when the mother cow gives birth, her baby will be stolen from her just so you can drink some milk. I don't think that's worth it when you can just drink soya milk or oat milk or any other kind of milk. So also chickens producing eggs, those eggs don't belong to you, they belong to the chicken. So I don't know why you think the eggs belong to you. So are you going to still consume milk and eggs? There's no reason to. Thanks for being here, Jack. Keeping the algorithm up. So, if you're going to continue exploiting animals, Ham, is there any need to? You can't truly respect animals if you're going to continue exploiting them for their milk and eggs. Do you know what the definition of veganism is? That's right, TGG. But also, the chicken's eggs don't belong to you. You're just seeing those chickens as a product, instead of seeing them as an individual who deserve to have their own eggs to themselves. We don't need to take those eggs. That's good, Jack. Thanks. So, is anyone... Hi, awesome, Tris. Thanks for joining us. So what's stopping you going vegan, Ham? So if you just joined us, we're currently outside Sandyford Slaughterhouse in Paisley, showing up, standing up for the victims. We're currently outside Sandyford Slaughterhouse in Paisley, standing up for the victims, showing people like yourself, Jack and Ham, the truth of where your products come from. So down that street, down there is a slaughterhouse where your victims go to die, just so you can have some food, which is insane, and wear some clothing, which is insane, when we can just eat and drink and wear something else. So the only reason these animals are in this situation is because people like yourselves are exploiting them to death, and there's no need for it in 21st century UK. These are all individuals who deserve to live, and they deserve to not be exploited. Hi, Lauren. Are you vegan, Lauren? Is there anything stopping you going vegan? If you're not? So the reason, if all these animals that go in there, they will all have their throats slit, hung upside down. Just, Jack, no, it's not difficult at all. I'm assuming you live in the UK or somewhere like that. If you live in the UK, you go to a supermarket, and you have no real reason not to be vegan. The difference between you and the other animals is you have a choice. Those animals don't have a choice. Yeah. So I'm not talking to the people in G Hill, I'm talking to you, Lewis. So, Jack, if you truly believe animals deserve respect and should be lived without exploitation, that means no milk, no eggs, no flesh, no using animals as entertainment, then the only thing you can do is go vegan. What is stopping you going vegan? The only thing that can be stopping you is ignorance or not really caring about the animals. That's all that can be stopping you. So it's not in everything. All you need to do, you've got a smartphone that I'm assuming you're talking to me on this. You just go on Google and check your product and see if it's got any animal products in it. You can also just look at the ingredients on the back and see if there's any animal products. And most animal products are highlighted because they're allergens, like milk, eggs, honey, things like that. They'll be highlighted so they're easy to spot. But really, if you're serious, all you need to do is look at through the eyes of the victims, and there's really no option other than to become vegan then. They're your victims, remember, until you become vegan. They continue to be your victims, and you are responsible for them being exploited to death. You're right, Jack. They are in lots of things, and the only way we're going to stop it is by more people becoming vegan, and even more vegans becoming active. Because, we need vegans to also become active. We can't just be passive vegans. We need to stand up, because the vegans are the only ones that truly have the right to say that they respect animals and stand up for animals. Anyone else is lying and being it's basically just lip service. If a non-vegan says that they care or against animal abuse, it's just lip service. It means nothing, because their actions don't line up with their morals. So is anyone else? Is everyone okay? Yeah, because we're going to be here for another half an hour, I think. If you're wondering, if you're just joining us, we're currently standing outside Sandyford Slaughterhouse in Paisley, Scotland. We're here to show what happens to the victims as they go to meet their final resting place. It's insane that in 21st century UK we have this happening, when we could just eat something else, we could just wear something else. It's so insane. We have so many options in the UK and worldwide. It's not just a UK thing. It's not just there's also, I was doing activism last night for Anonymous for the Voiceless, and I hear a lot of times people say about religion stops them being vegan. Well, that's nonsense, because no religion says that you have to consume animal products. So that's just nonsense. So, yeah. Don't let anything stop you going vegan. There's nothing there to stop you going vegan. I'll wait for a few more people to join. Exactly, TGG. That's awesome. Yeah. I think in the eyes of the animals, we are the devil, if you want to think of it like that. That's alright, Jack. Hi, Bridget. How are you? So if you're just joining us, Bridget, we're currently outside Sandyford Slaughterhouse in Paisley. We're standing here for the victims. Are you? So it's not futile, Lewis. You know, people do go vegan because of this. Hi, Bridget. Are you vegan? Are you? Hi, Freddie. If you're just joining us, we're talking about veganism while we wait for a slaughterhouse truck to turn up. It's a weird thing. So, what's stopping you going vegan, Bridget? Do you think animals deserve respect and should be? We can't. Can we truly respect them if we're exploiting them for their milk, eggs, flesh, and other commodities such as clothing, for their skin and cosmetics, etc.? So, the only thing that's stopping people going vegan in the 21st century is choice. Yeah, you go to the supermarkets, you go to the shops, you've got a plethora of choice. It's that simple. But for the animals, it means that they're no longer exploited because of you. If you take the switch to being vegan, and it's not difficult, it's really, really simple, really, really easy to do. Hi guys, if you're just joining us, we're in Paisley. It's really cold, but we're still standing up for the victims. It doesn't matter what the temperature is. We'll always be here standing up for them. So, if we're, a lot of people say that they respect animals. So, I'm in Paisley in Scotland, Bridget. Whereabouts are you from? So, what we really need to do is start respecting the animals. The only way, from Kenya. Okay. Do you know do you know the veganism is in Kenya? So we're talking right now about respecting the animals. We're not talking about kindness. We're not even talking about compassion. We're just talking about simply respecting them. It's that simple. There's nothing more to it. It's just respect. What I'll do is I'll take a quick walk back down the street and we'll take you back outside the slaughterhouse. Okay. Once this car's gone past. Yeah. Thanks for being here, Mr. Camel. So, I'm currently walking down to the slaughterhouse. We can't really get that close to it, to be honest, because there's a big gate in front of it. But this is where your victims come to die, ultimately. The only reason they're there is because people like yourself exploit them to death. It's a simple question of respect. So these animals deserve respect, and we can't truly respect them if we're exploiting them for their milk, their flesh, their eggs, and other commodities and other selfish purposes. So, yeah, if you truly respect them, you would go vegan right now, because there can't be really anything stopping you going vegan. Uh, yeah. There's nothing stopping people going vegan nowadays. It's simply choice. That's all it is. It's saying that your taste buds are worth more than an animal's life, which is insane if you actually think about it. Can everyone like still hear me and see me and all that stuff? Yeah. So, Mr. Cam, what's stopping you going vegan? So, down here is the slaughterhouse. So that's where your victims go to die and have their throats slit. In there, they kill sheep, they kill cows, they kill. Don't think they kill pigs, but they kill. I know they definitely kill sheep and cows. It's really murder, really, because we don't need to do it. Yeah, those animals will have been exploited their whole entire life, just so you can have a bit of food or a bit of clothing when you can just eat something else. It's not difficult. So that's where your victims go to die. Okay. Now we'll stay for another like 20 minutes or so, and hopefully, well, it's kind of sick thinking saying I hope a truck comes, but if a truck comes, we'll be able to see your victims and their final moments before they go in. I didn't see your point. So what's stopping you going vegan? Give me the reason why you're not vegan. So the only reason people aren't vegan is because through their selfish uh, decision making. It's so easy in the 21st century. We can all become vegan without putting too much effort into it. It's not difficult. We've all got smartphones. We've all got access to Google and ChatGPT. We can easily become vegan. All that information is there. It's just about doing it and putting it into action. It's so simple. And when you look at it through the eyes of your victims, who desperately need you to go vegan so that they stop being exploited, then there's no real decision to be made. It's obvious what you need to do. Bye, Bridget. It's not about a moral high ground, it's just about giving animals respect. And the only way you can truly respect an animal is by not exploiting them and not being the reason that they are exploited. You can't say you truly respect animals without when you're still the reason that they are exploited. It's really obvious when you think about it. So you've still not told me why you're not vegan, Mr. Camel. So anyone who's just joining us, there's a few of you now. We're standing outside Sandyford Slaughterhouse in Paisley, standing up for the victims. If you're not vegan, they are your victims currently. But there's time for you to change. You could go vegan from now. Make a declaration that you're going to go vegan right now. So you've not said once why you're not vegan, Mr. Camel. So we also it's not good enough nowadays though just to be vegan. You also need to stand up and speak up, just like you would want to be if you were in the victim's position. You'd want someone speaking up for you. If you were getting exploited to death, you'd want someone to stand up for you at a bare minimum. So once you become vegan, you also need to become active and use your voice to amplify the message that these animals need to not be exploited any longer. So what's stopping you guys going vegan? All animals deserve respect. It's not even. It's not like I said before. It's not about kindness. It's not about compassion. It's not about loving animals or anything like that. It's just about a decent amount of respect for animals. Yeah, that's all it is. That's all we're asking for, is just to respect them. And the only way you can truly respect them is by going vegan. So I honestly don't see any of your message why you're not vegan, Mr. Camel. But so a lot of people also say they believe in animal rights, but they're not vegan. So you can't truly believe in animal rights if you're not vegan. Exactly, TGG. The only people that can truly say that they are for animal rights are the vegans. Otherwise, if you're not vegan, it's just hypocrisy, you're right, and it's lip service. If you say you respect animals but aren't vegan, you're not living your life. Uh, you're not your actions don't line up with your morals, so are a hypocrite, you know. Yeah, Joey Carbstrong, Cliff Grant, they're really good. Also, like Earthling Head was great. A lot of they don't really do it anymore, but that vegan couple, they were great. Who else? I like Paul Bashir, people like that, they're really great. Who are your favourite activists? Other than Joey Carr, Mel and Steve, yeah, they're great as well, yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, they're doing an awesome job. It's thanks to Mel and Steve that we're out here, because this is their idea, so it's down to them. They deserve all the kudos for this. Are you active, TGG? Do you go out and speak out, or do you do other activism? So, for those of you that might be interested in getting into activism, there's loads of ways that you could do it. So that I'm particularly interested with Anonymous for the Voiceless. So if you look up them, go to activism101.com. They're really good. There's We the Free, they're brilliant. There's doing vigils like this. There's you can do it online. There's so many ways to become active nowadays. Just put your talents towards it. As long as you're coming at it from an abolitionist standpoint, I'm not really that interested in higher welfare or higher standards. What we really need is total animal liberation, and that'll only come through having an abolitionist standpoint. So I'll spend another 10 minutes. That's awesome, TGG. Keep it up, but exactly. We wouldn't say anything else for if it was humans. We wouldn't say, "Oh, we'll make the standards a little bit better." We wouldn't stand for it. We'd say they need the best. You know. So things we can do. You don't. It's not. You don't have to be brave. If you join something like We the Free, there'll be a big group of you, hopefully, that can all stick together. And yeah, that's what I suggest doing. Go and join in a group rather than doing it solo. If you join a group, you have people who are really experienced activists there who will help you and look out for you. And can slowly build up to doing the outreach and the more like face-to-face activism. It's really good. It's really rewarding. Yeah. I'm still waiting to see why Mr. Camo's not vegan. So what I'll do is I'll spend another 15 minutes out here, and if nobody turns up, then we'll leave it. But yeah. So it really is not. There's not really any reason not to be vegan anymore. It's truly just about choice, which is if you've got a choice to make, then there's no real reason not to be vegan. Yeah. And a lot of people also get the wrong impression that this is a debate. I need to tell you, it's not a debate, because this is about justice, and justice is never a debate. Yeah. It's justice for the victims, for the non-human animals. That's all we're asking for, is just justice. And the only way we can achieve justice is through people to stop exploiting them and viewing them as slaves, viewing them as individuals, viewing that mother cow who has just given birth, as an individual, viewing the sheeps that go into the slaughterhouse to have their throats slit, they are all individuals who deserve to live and don't deserve to be exploited to death. It's insane in 21st century UK that we still allow this to happen. So, yeah, it's all about choice, really. That's all it is. You have a choice to make every time you go into the supermarket, every time you go into the clothes shop. You can choose compassion, you can choose the product that represents non-exploitation, or you can pick the product that does represent exploitation. It's up to you, but ultimately, when you pick the product that has a product of exploitation, there is a victim behind that. There was an individual who wanted to live, who didn't want to be exploited to death. And when you buy that product, you are that reason that they have been. Yeah. And remember, if you are vegan and you're not active, you need to get out there. So, Holistic Love, thank you for joining us. But what about all the animals that you buy as food, as clothing? So the definition of veganism, a lot of people think it is a diet or it's a lifestyle. It's not, it's just the ethical principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. It's as simple as that. There's nothing difficult about it. It is just that. So in 21st century UK and other parts of the world, there's no reason not to go vegan. If you are just joining us, we're standing outside the slaughterhouse in Paisley, standing up for the victims. And if you're not vegan, they are your victims currently. So my batteries are probably going to die soon, so I'm going to have to end this. So I'll probably do another 10 minutes. I think the cold's affecting my batteries. Is there any reason why you're not vegan? Holistic Love 6631. And I know you say you're too selfish, but if you're in the victim's position, would that be a good enough reason for me to exploit you, to say I'm too selfish, so I'm not going to stop? You wouldn't accept that, would you? So we'll have another walk down to the gate. So I hear a lot of people talk about how they're against animal abuse and they love animals and they respect animals. But then I ask them, are they vegan? And they say no. And it's like we've already discussed, it's a bit hypocritical there. So, yeah. But why did that stop you being vegan? All you need to do is simply the rejection of all animal exploitation. So, you're maybe trying to make it too complicated. All you need to do is uh, cut out animal products and uh, stop viewing animals as slaves and living, following through with those morals as your actions, and that's you being vegan. It's not difficult. If you overcomplicate it, it's make it too difficult. It's not shouldn't be difficult. So turn yours round. I won't be able to read the. I will. Maybe. Yeah, I can. So in there, that's where the victims go to get slaughtered. That's where they go to have their throats slit. There's no moral reason. There's no reason that they should have to go through this. It's simply through choice. The only reason that they're in there is choice. Now, you have a choice to make. You can choose to be the reason that they're in there and being exploited to death, or you can choose not to be. It's as simple as that. And the only way you cannot be is by going vegan. Okay? We're not talking about compassion, we're not talking about kindness, we're just talking about simply having a little bit of respect for the animals. And truly having respect means not exploiting them to death. Okay? So in there, the animals, victims, will be taken in there. They go round the back of that building. So, and that building right in front of us, that's like this butcher's. That's where the body parts will be distributed. People come and collect the body parts from there. They also distribute the body parts to the various uh, shop like butchers and stuff like that. People call these places slaughterhouses and abattoirs, and they have all these names for them. But really, what are they? They are essentially death camps, aren't they? There's no other reason that victims go in there. The only reason they go in there is to die. So I call that a death camp, an extermination camp. Their body parts will then be hacked up and sold to you as food or clothing or other commodities. It's insane. We don't even need to do this anymore. It's the 21st century. Let's get with the times and stop being the reason that animals deserve and are exploited to death. Okay, they deserve respect, and yeah, that's what it all is. It's just respect, and not viewing animals as slaves or products or a reason for you to use them. They're not commodities. They're individuals who deserve to live and live life as they see fit, just like you. Okay. So I'll wait another 5 minutes or so and see what happens. There's not really a lot down there for us to see. It is a sick industry. And the only reason it's happening is because people pay for it to happen. If people stop paying for it, it would soon stop. The whole industry would collapse. Yeah. If you're not vegan, you are responsible for that. Even vegetarians, dairy cows will end up in the slaughterhouse after they've been had their whole existence, their whole life exploited. They will be sent to the slaughterhouse. Egg-laying hens, they will be sent to the slaughterhouse once their bodies can no longer once they have been exploited. Exactly, no demand equals no supply. Exactly. Stop demanding it, and they will have to stop. Because that's all they're in it for. It's just profit. That's all it is at the end of the day. They just see those animals as profit, as slaves essentially. So the only way, like I've been saying, to stop this, the atrocity that is the animal exploitation industry, is to stop is to become vegan. That's what you need to do right now. Okay, so yeah, let's go vegan from now for the animals. Start respecting them. Okay, and I'm going to leave it at that because I don't think we're going to see anything just now. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye.